Hello students, now continue with the second part of the redox reaction. Now how to find out the oxidation states. Few examples I had discussed in the last video. So let us continue with that. In this oxidation state of bromine you were supposed to find. So as you know that oxidation state of fluorine is -1. So X minus 5 is equal to 0 because it is a nuclear molecule, so all over charge 0, and X is plus 5. So oxidation state of bromine is plus 5. Now Fe3O4, here it will be 3X minus 8, that is oxidation state of oxygen is minus 2. So 8, it is equal to 0. X is equal to 8 by 3. So 8 by 3 means that oxidation state is fractional. Now why in some cases the oxidation state comes fractional? Because we take the average. Now in the formula you can see there are 3 atoms of iron, right? So we have taken the average. So Fe3O4 actually it is a mixture of two oxides, that is FeO and Fe2O3. Now if you see the oxidation state of iron in both these cases, here it is plus 2 as oxygen is minus 3, here it will be plus 3. So if we find the total oxidation state average, here we calculate, it is plus 2 of one iron atom and second is plus 3, 2 atoms are there, so plus 6, all over total 3 atoms, so average comes out to be 8 by 3 here. So but it is a mixture of iron 2,3 oxide, so Fe3O4 is sometimes also called iron 2,3 oxide. Now see let us take the next example, Pb3O4. Now here again 3x minus 8 is equal to 0 and X comes out to be 8 by 3. So here also we see that fractional oxidation state, it is average. Now it is also a mixture of two oxides. The formula is written as 2PbO dot PbO2. So this part and these two parts are there. Now in first case the oxidation state of lead is plus 2, oxygen is minus 2, so plus 2 equal. Now in PbO2 it is minus 2, so total 4, so here it is plus 4. Now if we take the average of these, so this is plus 4, this is plus 4, 2 atoms of this and 1 is this, divided by 3, so average comes out to be 3. So here this is Pb3O4, it is also called lead 2,4 oxide, 2 oxidation state and 4 oxidation state. Now next in H2O2, in H2O2 we have to find the oxidation state of oxygen. So hydrogen is fixed, when it combined with non-metals its oxidation state is taken as plus 1. So it is 2 minus 2x is equal plus 2x, because we have not assigned the oxidation state to it. So 2 plus 2x is equal to 0, or 2 is equal to, you can put here minus sign, 2x, or x is equal to minus 1. So in H2O2 the oxidation state of oxygen is minus 1. This is called a peroxide. Most cases oxidation state of oxygen is minus 2, but in peroxides it is taken as a minus 1. Now let us see the next example, Ki3. Now in Ki3 it is a ionic compound. If we ionize it, it will give K positive plus I3 carrying minus 1 charge. Right? So in iodine 3 atoms are there. It will have a structure like this, I, and I. These are linked like this. So they will have normal covalent bond, and here it will be this will be assigned the -1 oxidation state. So this iodide ion will have a -1 oxidation state. Now next take the example CaSO4. When CaSO4 calcium, it belongs to second group. So oxidation state of calcium is +2. So 2 plus X minus 8 is equal to 0. So 2 this is X is equal to this +6. So oxidation of sulfur comes out to be +6. Now next we see there are two atoms, nitrogen and nitrogen. If we take the average method like this, so then we can use this method. 2x, this is +4 because nitrogen, oxygen, non-metals are there, minus 6 is equal to 0. 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to 2 or x is equal to +1. This is the average. But if we have to find the oxidation state of both the nitrogen atom, now this is an ionic compound. So it will ionize to give NH4 positive plus NO3 negative. So if we have to find the oxidation state of nitrogen in this compound, so how we calculate? This is X plus 4 is equal to +1. Nitrogen X, hydrogen is +1, so +4 I have written. All over this ion has a +1 charge is equal to +1. So we'll say X is equal to -3. So this nitrogen has oxidation state of -3. Now in this, if we see X -6, oxygen has -2 oxidation state, is equal to -1, or X is equal to +5. So different atoms, they have the oxidation state of one has -3 and +5 is there. Now if we have to take the average of these, average how will take? Two atoms are there, one has -3, another has +5, divided by 2 because two atoms are there. So 2 by 2, that comes out to be +1. So average oxidation state is +1 here. Now in few cases we so another also here, average and the actual oxidation state may vary. Like in C2H5OH if we take, so carbon we have to find out. We will take 2x, hydrogen +6, oxygen -2 is equal to 0. 6 hydrogen are there, so each hydrogen +1, oxidation state +6. So 2x plus 4 is equal to 0 and 2x is equal to -4 and x is equal to -2. Now from the structure how we can find out? Now look at this carefully. For each bond we will assign the oxidation state. For single covalent bond, the element which is less electronegative, it is assigned +1 oxidation state, and which is more electronegative, that is -1. So here for this bond, similarly for this bond, -1 +1, here also -1 +1. Now where the bonding is between same type of atoms, there the oxidation state is assigned 0 for this bond. So total oxidation state of this carbon, if we take this 1 and this 2, the oxidation state of C2 is -3. Now let us see the oxidation state of first carbon. So here it is -1 +1. This is -1 and +1. Here it will be, oxygen is more electronegative. So it is for this bond, oxygen -1 oxidation state, here +1. So total oxidation state on this carbon, this is -1 -1, -2 or +1. So net oxidation state will be here -1. Of course this oxygen, for this bond it will be -1 and +1. So oxygen will have total -2 oxidation state. अब if we see the average of this, so you can see total -1 3 -1 divided by 2, so again it comes out to be -2. So this is average oxidation state. So let us see the another example here. So this you try yourself. For each, like here it is double bond is there, for each bond we will assign the oxidation. Like for this one covalent bond, this will be assigned +1, this will be -1. For this bond also +1 and -1. So try to do it yourself. Now let us see the next case. Now average oxidation state, first we will calculate. 2 hydrogen is +1, 4x -12 is equal to 0. Oxygen -2, so it is -12. Now it will be 12 minus 2 10, so -4x -10 is equal to 0, or 4x is equal to -10 and x is equal to minus, here we will write +4, so it will be +4 and this will comes out to be 10, so 10 by 4, that is again fractional, so average. Now let us see in this oxidation state. Sulfur, for these double bond, total oxidation state for sulfur +2 and here -2. Here oxygen is more electronegative, so single bond +1 and -1. Similarly here it will be +2 and here it will be -2. Now in this case here it will be same type of bond are there, so 0 oxidation state. So here oxidation state will be 2 to 4 plus 1 5. So sulfur has a +5 oxidation state in this case. Now here it is making same type of bond, so 0 oxidation state. This also same 0. Now in this case again +2, here +2, here it is same type, here it will be +1. So this also has a +5 oxidation state. So find the average. So 5 plus 5 divided by 4. So total 4 atoms are there, +0 +0. So it will be 10 by 4, that is 2.5 oxidation state. This you try yourself. Now next case we will take H2SO4, H2SO5. This is H2SO5. Try to find out the average oxidation state also calculate, and from the structure also find out the oxidation state here. Now in this case in the nitrogen, x -6 is equal to -1, x is equal to +5. From the structure, oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen, so here +2 -2. Here single covalent bond is there, so here +1 -1. Now this is a coordinate bond. In coordinate bond, the element which is less electronegative, it is assigned +2 oxidation state, and more is assigned -2 oxidation state. So total oxidation state of nitrogen comes out to be +5. So here it is same. Now let us see the next example. In this case, if we calculate the oxidation state of CrO5 chromium, so x -10 is equal to 0, so x is +10. So oxidation state of chromium comes out to be +10. Now but if we see its configuration, then chromium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d5 and 4s1. So total valence electron in chromium are 6. So it cannot have oxidation state more than the valence electrons. So that can be explained on the basis of structure. Now chromium is metal, so positive oxidation state. Oxygen here double bond is there, -2. So here +2. For this +1. For this oxygen bond +1. Here +1. Here +1. So this will be for this bond here oxygen -1, -1. But within this there will be 0 oxidation state. So if we calculate the chromium oxidation state, so +2, these two, so 4 +1 and +1 is. So total oxidation state of chromium from the structure, that comes out to be +6 there. So this is how, in some cases, if the oxidation state of the element comes out to be more than the valence electron, which is not possible, then we calculate it from the structure. So try to do the same cases in this one, H2SO5. So first calculate the average, see the valence electron of the sulfur maximum, whether it is equal to that or not, then we can explain it on the basis of structure pairs. Thank you.